A lot of a lot of us may be experiencing like spiritual nuisances. I've been sitting around just relaxing all day and decided to take my kids to the park. And while I was relaxing, you know, as I was meditating and just kind of dozing off and coming back, and I kept grabbing at my face and grabbing at my skin, like I'm trying, like there's something my skin is picking up, right? Like it feels like something's crawling in, like, all over me. Sometimes I feel it in my face, sometimes I feel it on my arm, sometimes I feel it in the back of my neck, sometimes I feel it and I'm thinking, like, is it like bugs? Like, because gnats and stuff get in your house and shit, and I'm just picking, like, I like, what is it? And it's nothing there. It's literally fucking nothing there in the physical. So I finally decided to ask Spirit, what is going on? Because I'm feeling like something's crawling on my skin. And I've just been sitting here and I'm picking up, like, many of you may be experiencing a lot of s- little small nuisances, right? Little things that not so much irritate, but just stimulate or maybe even irritate. Because it gets a little irritating, even for me, when I'm picking up this subtle information and I pick it up that way where it makes my skin tickle and things are, crawling on me. But there's nothing crawling on me. It could be irritating. A lot of us may have certain thoughts about security, about financial security, about food security, about health and wellness and being okay in the climate that we are in, that we are experiencing right now, and what is the future going to hold. Many of us could even feel like our foundation that we have built for ourselves, whether it be financially, so on and so forth, like it's being picked away at, or it's feeling faulty, crumbly, you know what I mean? And there could be many of you who are doing a lot of thinking about what decisions you need to make, what changes you need to make to accommodate for the climate, for the times that we are in. As you're thinking about it, it's creating anxiety, for some of you, not all. You may be feeling anxiety or anxious about what is going to be, on the table to eat tomorrow, or what is going to be, where's the money going to be for gas? Where's the money going to be for this? Especially if you have a lot of young mouths to feed or young mouths to feed, right? And I asked Spirit, I said, well, what do they need to hear? What do I need to hear? What do we all need to hear concerning this environment, this political and social environment that we are in, that many of us are withdrawing from in many ways, in different ways. Some of us need to withdraw from in many ways, in different ways. There's something going on socially at the social level that I'm picking up spiritually. So I asked Spirit, well, what do we need to know? What do we need to hear? And she began to kind of tell me, like, you need to know that a solution, the solution to the nuisance, a resolution is coming in, and it's going to be there when you need it. Many of us need it now. I feel like she's just encouraging us to spend more energetic energy focusing and harnessing our thought energy towards positivity, towards what it is we want to experience, and not towards what we are experiencing that we don't want to experience. When I feel the sensations on my skin and I'm picking and I'm trying to get whatever it is, like I don't know, I'm trying to grab it and get it off of me, but it feels like when you have that skin crawling sensation, and many of you are empathic, many of you are prophetic, you know that sensation when you know your skin is like picking up, like the fine hairs on your skin is picking up subtle information, and it can feel like you don't have any control over your fucking skin. Like it can feel like something is bombarding your presence, your space, your environment, you know, because the skin is protective. It's the covering of the body. It's the biggest organ we have, right? So when your skin is like picking up this subtle spiritual information, it can feel like something else is controlling, you know, your environment, your space. Something is impeding upon your space. But this is the job of the spiritualist. This is the job of the alchemist. This is the job of the oracle to decode um this information. And I think a lot of us are feeling like someone else is making decisions for our lives, and we may feel like it is not in our control, that it is an irritation, it is a nuisance, it is a problem. And we have done everything we can and could do, many of us, to secure ourselves the best way we could as as contributors to society, as contributors to our families, right? And it seems like that's just kind of being swept right away from you. With the swipe of someone's pen, they can change that sense of security. And if you're anything like me, that has to do with foundation, that has to do with earth energy, that has to do with feeling grounded and feeling protected and provided for, and being able to provide for yourself. That has to do with family, securing your, that has to do a lot of intrinsic things like are connected to your sense of groundedness and security, and that's being tampered with right now. I think the sensation that I'm feeling is the thoughts of the collective society, the anxiety of the collective society. At least those who are, you know, still healing and still finding their space and still finding their personal power and still finding how to deal, you know, in with these with this kind of situation, you know what I'm saying, from a spiritual perspective, right? I think that's what I'm feeling. And I'm hearing the mother say that something very positive, something very good, individually and collectively, is going to come in, is getting ready to come in, right? Like the solution is closer than you may be able to see right now. It's skin close, you know? It's skin close. Um, it's important in at this time to really master your thought process. I know we have had a lot of information put out there about thoughts, mastering thoughts, manifestation, and things like this, but it's really important to find what works for you, right? And have those tools ready and at your disposal, and be ready to tap into whatever works for you at the drop of a dime. Knowing how to quiet the mind, knowing how to reprocess your thoughts, how to reorganize your thoughts immediately, because there's a lot of anxiety and fear and confusion and chaos that is being energetically thrown towards the collective right now, to keep you from being able to manifest the positivity you want to see, to keep you from being able to um live in that grounded, secure space. But the mother says something is coming that is going to resolve this issue. Whatever your issue may not be the same. It may not have anything to do with finances. You may be straight financially. It could be something else. It could be your physical health. It could be the health of one of your loved ones. It could be something else that is like got your wheels a turning, or wheels are turning, or wheels are turning, right? Whatever it is for you, mastering your thoughts and grounding your thoughts and having those tools and knowing what works for you. What works for you may not work for me. What works for me may not work for you. But you need to know, at least, if nothing else, that aspect of your personal science, the science of who you are, and be ready at any moment to use those tools when you are starting to have those thoughts that are plaguing you, that are nagging at you, that you're trying to get off of you, but you know, there's nothing really there, right? It's nothing really there, is what I'm hearing her say. That situation is not really there. And this is not a mind fuck, okay? Because I don't really get down with like trying to trick myself into believing something else. But I have to say what I hear her saying. The problem is not really there. And I think what she means by that is what she was just saying about redirecting your thoughts towards the solution and not mulling over the problem to the point that it becomes a plague, a nuisance, an irritation, something you can't quite grasp because it's not really there. The problem is not really there. All right, family. Peace.